It's me alive and well from the dead. Hello. Welcome back to Y'all Don't Care But I Care. I'm your host, Carmen G. And it has been, 2 months since we last spoke down and talked to each other. I think the last time we talked, I quit my job. That I absolutely hated. And as you can tell, we have a little bit of a new setup today. This is a microphone. I stole it from my boyfriend. The cord is a random cord that we found. So she's a little finicky, so I really have to make sure that I keep her very still. And then I stole my sister's iPad because she's out of town for the next month and a half. But should we talk about the drink that we're having and do a little dab pen hit? Because it's been a little while. My phone is also getting vertical content. So she's very riskily placed right underneath you. But this is a blue raspberry lemonade. I made a lemonade concentrate doing like a third cup of sugar, or you can do honey. And then I did 3 whole lemons and a half cup of water, blended it up in the blender, strained it, squeezed all of the pulp for all of the juice I could get. That was the concentrate. Then I just mix it with water, ice, and then whatever flavoring I want. Very good. Very good. And then the dab pen that I have, the dab pen that I have today is the unhinged like Cali bar. I have to make sure this isn't the one that's dead. Did a little ghost for y'all, But the title of today's episode is why I took a break and where I've been. Let's just jump straight right on into it because honestly, I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere in that bed. The fuck? No, I've been literally everywhere. So let's just start with, why did I decide to take a break from podcasting in general? And the reason why I took a break was I was just literally feeling drained and defeated. Something that people do not tell you is when you don't like change, it doesn't just like be one of those things where it's like, oh, this changed. Yeah, I'm a little upset. I'm a little sad. No, like right now, like with me not having a job and me quitting my job, which I know is 100% on me. Like I don't want to get hate down my throat, but I was like, I didn't realize how me not having a job after having a full-time job for fucking ever. I've had a full-time job since I was 16. I'm 21. How long is that? You do the math. I think that's like 5 years. If it's not, I don't know. So it's like I've only been jobless for a few months at a time, but this time I feel like I've been jobless a little bit longer, and I feel like it's definitely been just so I can have my discovery phase. I am a licensed AP Esthetician, so after high school, I took a leap year because I did move to Minnesota right after I graduated in Kentucky, and so that was a little bit of a discovery phase, but I think I got a job like 2-3 months into me moving, and I worked at that job for about a year and a half before I quit, and then got another one 2 months later, and then that was the one that I just previously quit almost 3 months ago. So right now I'm feeling a lot of just like financial insecurities, a lot of physical, mental battles, as well as just like trying to figure out where my head's at with just everything, which at the age of 21 is so hard to do. Like, oh my god, my frontal lobe is not fully developed, but yet I have to sit here and figure out what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life to make a financial income from my licenses that I paid $30,000 for. Like, this spiral, hello, tongue wake up. The spiraling is real. She is dead ass so real. Like, oh, but also another thing that I'm really big into is I am really big on the frequencies of voice, frequency of plants, frequency of money, frequency of everything releases a frequency. You can Google it, you can look it up, we can make an episode about it. I'll actually make an episode about it because that seems really interesting, but I'm really big on frequencies. And I know that during this depressed, lonely season of mine, I was not going to produce a happy, uplifting, even like, I know I've said and we know I'm a little bit pessimistic, but like I literally, like, there was no way that I was going to be able to roll out of bed after all the responsibilities that I did and give you something that was worth listening to. It just wasn't going to happen. It was going to be some sort of rushed, blah, 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 I'm depressed. And you don't need to hear that. Like, the world is so shitty right now. We scroll on social media all the time. All we hear is shit. All we hear is people talking at us. That's all the amount of social media that we consume is just so many people talking at us. It just gets so overwhelming, and I was not going to give you that kind of content. That was not the content I was going to give you. And yeah, I mean, I'm talking at you, but I want to, like, think of my content as a little bit more of, like, FaceTiming with your friend, like, something you can listen to when you're cleaning, something you can listen to when you're having highway hypnosis. Like, I don't need you to be fully tuned in, but, like, you know, that vibe of, like, somebody is talking to me while I'm alone, period, I'm not scared. Like, that is the vibe that I'm going for. Not I am depressed, lonely, frustrated, insecure, literally feel like the world is against. No, I'm not going to let that out to you. That is the frequency that I refuse to give to you, because y'all are such big supporters. Like, whoever tunes in, whoever listens, like, I think of you as such a big supporter because I am in the beginning of my podcast journey. But it made me reassess who I was as a host. It made me reassess why I even started the podcast in the first place. And honestly, to be real with you, I was able to have a friendship for like 7-8 years where all we did was FaceTime, because she lived in Texas and I lived here in Minnesota, and that, you know, and I was so blessed to have that friendship. And then obviously, you know, we went our separate ways, friendships end. Not every friendship is meant to last forever, but you know, and I love that. That was always my favorite thing. Like, that's always what I miss until this day, is literally being like, oh my god, I need to FaceTime this person just because I'm doing XYZ or something random, or I'm eating so I need a voice, or I'm on my break so I just need to listen to somebody, or whatever it was. And I was very grateful to have that. And so the fact that people were able to tell me this is what that felt like to me, and this is something that I enjoyed so deeply, yeah, this break was beneficial to me, because I don't think if I would have taken a break and a step back from the podcast, that the universe would have brought in people into my life to tell me, oh, I've listened to your podcast, it gives me this kind of vibe. Oh, I've listened to your podcast, it gives me this type of energy. Oh, I listened to your podcast, I really like it, keep it up. It felt like, as someone who needs praise, which is something I'm really trying to work on, it feels good to get that kind of energy from something that you're doing and something that you've been wanting to do for so long. So I really think that this break was more than beneficial for me, as well as the podcast. And it also gave y'all a bit to miss me. Can you tell I'm an Aquarius? Like, yeah, I'm gonna ghost you and then I'm gonna come back. Did you miss me? Low-key, I want to hit my vape. So I low-key picked this shit up again, too. So bad for you. So bad for you. I stopped vaping for 2 years now, and then I picked it back up again. But I do this to myself every single time. Literally every single time. I don't know when I'm going to quit, but here we are. I'll probably quit after this one. Says everyone literally fucking ever. Oh my god. Okay, but let's talk about what I missed about you, because literally I missed you so much. Like, I missed sitting down in this chair with this big bright light in my face. That's not sarcasm. I literally, like, that light reminds me of my esthetician career and podcasting, so it just gives me good vibes all around. And I just miss sitting here in my 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, talking to y'all, talking to whoever, talking to you, homegirl, homeboy, whoever it is who wants to sit down and chit chat with, you know, your best pal. And so I just really like to talk. That is just something that I've always liked doing. I feel like I've always been the person that, you know, in my head, I feel like if it's anxiety, my throat chakra closing up, whatever it is, I feel like I've been the person that likes to talk, but every time I talk, I feel like nobody's listening. Gulp. And so as someone who's, you know, needed somebody to feel like people are listening, I love just sitting down and talking to y'all. And even if you're zoned out, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're listening, period. That's all I care about. Like, you're here, you're tuning in. And this is really something that I've been wanting to create for a few years now, just because I feel like I've had things to say. I've been wanting to sit down, make a community, build a community. I'm going to start building my esthetician business soon, which we'll get more into in the upcoming month. But I feel like we together, we missed each other. We did. I needed to sit down. I needed to talk to you. I needed to update you about my life. I missed FaceTiming you legitimately. I missed literally the whole setup, the whole product activity, the getting ready for it, the, typing down what I'm going to say, the excitement, the content creation. Like, I've literally missed every single part about it. And I know that it's going to literally pay off in the end, even if it's not paying off right now, because I'm talking about my little unemployment journey. I know that when I start doing like the bigger, better things, like my at-home suite, and like coming up with business planning, and then, later on, kids, marriage, planning that. And, actually, side note, me and my man just talked about weddings are fucking expensive. And here's the thing. I am a travel girly. I want to fucking travel. I want to go everywhere. Get me out of the state that I live in. But I'll live in this state because this state's a nice state. I live in Minnesota. But I was like, we should do a little backyard wedding. Thrift a lot of stuff. Make it cute. Make it Pinteresty. Make it, art day. Have a little backyard wedding. Get eloped, first, obviously. Because I want to do that. I want to do a little secret elopement. But then I want to travel. Like, I don't want to we went on a 3-day honeymoon. No, girl, I'm trying to be gone for the next month. I'm trying to go through the next menstrual cycle until I come back. Like, that's how I'm trying to be. So, what am I doing differently this time? Now that I am back, now that I am more aware and more like, hey, I'm back, well, I am going to try to be more consistent. I am promising that there is going to be an episode every single week. Literally every single week. I also am promising that I will be posting on all my socials. I've really been slacking on that. So I have been posting more on TikTok, and I will be posting more on Instagram. And on YouTube, it's just the same that it is on Spotify. Oh, plug. You can follow me on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok at Y'all Don't Care But I Care. It will pop up. Just give me a little follow. And if you're on YouTube, tap that bell so you can get a notif. If you're on Spotify, check in every Friday for a new episode. Sound good? Sound good. But also another thing is I want y'all to start sending me I want y'all to start sending me things that you want to talk about. What is things that you want me to sit down and freaking dive in deeper into? Like, I know a lot about skincare because I'm an esthetician, waxing, eyebrow lifts, tints. I'm going to be business planning, things like that, like relationship advice, trauma advice, healing advice, ADHD advice, literally any sort of thing. I can get it figured out, and I can be your bigger, older sister or your FaceTime buddy. I don't give a fuck. I want to give you advice. I literally want to help as much as I can, anywhere that I can. So, YouTube, comment in the comment section. TikTok, comments in the comments. Same thing with Instagram. And then Spotify, comment in the comments. What do you want to know? What are things that you want me to sit here and you want to talk about? Because I would love to get into what y'all want to get into and what y'all want to watch. You just gotta communicate with me a little bit, okay? Okay. I also want to make more of a prettier podcast area. I mean, I added this little gold table, which is nice. But this gray wall is just not doing it for me. I really want to come up with just more of a prettier area, a little bit more of a brighter area. Me and my man are moving out into a house in January, which is super exciting. We're going to look for one that we can make my at-home suite in. And then we're also going to see one where we can make maybe just a little podcast room or a little craft room in, because your girlie needs space. Your girlie needs space to craft. Your girlie needs space to do yoga. Your girlie needs space to just be alone, content create, everything. Your girlie just needs space, because this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, we feel a little squeezed like sardines in here. But guess what, guys? Me and my man are talking about getting another cat. can't say that too loud because me and my man don't pay for the cat that we have now. And we ain't gonna pay for the cat that we're getting. But we're looking at Craigslist literally every single day to get a cat. We're blessing we're blessing the cat. We'll bless the cat, obviously. We bless Frankie. And by blessed, we let him pick all of his personality traits. And then I saged him because he came from a weird house. It was a very weird experience, which we can talk more about later. But literally, we were looking for an orange cat and we're looking for a white cat because Frankie's a black cat. And me and Jack are really, really big into Halloween. And so I'm so excited. Kitten content will be coming soon. The next time we chat, hopefully. Well, I won't get anything else. I simply will not let anything else other than the cat, a little kitten, orange or white, lay in my lap by next week. Manifestation. Always say what you want. Demand it. Don't ever be like, please, universe, please. No, demand what you want, girl. The universe has it. It will give. The fuck? So the next time we talk, there better be a little kitten sitting in my lap, and I'll give you a tour of the kitten. A tour of the kitten. What am I giving a tour of? I'll show you the little kitten. I would show you Frankie, but he runs and scratches me every time I try to pick him up. He's a chill guy. He's the most loving guy. I love him. But he will not let us pick him up. And that's on period. I wouldn't let a fucking creature that's fucking 5 foot taller than me fucking pick me up either. The fuck? Why would I do that? Imagine you're literally, how tall is a cat? About a foot tall, 1.5 feet tall. And what are we, 5 foot? Some of us are almost 6 foot, 7 foot. No, I would not let you pick me up. Get the fuck away from me. I'd be scared for my life. Oh my god. And then a little baby kitten, yeah, I'd be like, meow, meow. Yeah, that'd be me too. The fuck? But what have I been doing during my 2-month break? Honestly, I have been doing a lot more than you think. Honestly, cleaning, because when you move out, I really want you to sit down and I want you to think, am I going to want to clean all the time? And if the answer is no, you're either going to live in a dirty ass apartment or don't move out. If the answer is yes, move out. Because literally the way that I'm always cleaning, I deep cleaned the kitchen yesterday, and guess what I have to do today? Or I already did today. Deep clean the kitchen again. We literally had Jersey Mike's for dinner. I don't know how it got dirty. I don't know how shit like that happens. It literally, I swear to God, a ghost runs around my fucking house and just throws shit everywhere. I had to deep clean my living room today before I filmed my podcast because it actually felt like it was gonna fucking cave into me. It was so dirty, so piled up because I've been so depressed. My room, we're not even gonna talk about it. I cleaned the kitchen and I cleaned the living room today. But at certain points during the 2 months, the whole house has been clean because I'll go from super depressed to manic to super depressed and then manic. But other than that, that's my cleaning situation. I did recently get into Love Island UK, the UK version. I don't know if I'm going to get into the American one. I know that me and my man have been talking about switching from Hulu to Peacock because it's cheaper, ad-free, and we think that we need a little bit more variety than what Hulu has. I really love Hulu. Hulu has been my tried and true for about 2-3 years. I think is what I've been paying for it. But as someone who doesn't have a job right now, if I can save the $5 extra, I'll save the $5 extra. Thank you. Also, I think we just need new movies in general. But I also want to start collecting digital media because I need Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, those kind of movies, and they're never on any streaming things when it's freaking fall or when it's Christmas or anything like that. And I'm just bro, I'm just gonna start getting this on a VHS for my kids because when I have kids, it's gonna be low stimulation with them because I am an overstimulated girl, and I know my kids are also gonna be super overstimulated, and I'm not just gonna stimulate them at home against their will. The fuck? No iPads. How did we get to kids? Anyways, I have been getting more into the learning part of being an esthetician, which I feel like I've always been into the learning part of being an esthetician. It's part of being an esthetician. If you're not educated as an esthetician, get educated. You will start seeing the money flow through. The more educated you are, the more money you have, because education is power and power is money. That lemonade is so fire, let me tell you. But I've been getting into the education because I have time for it right now. I've been always wanting to get really big into education. So right now I'm ordering Skin Script, which is one of the 2 lines that I decided to go with. I think the other line I might go with is Image, but I'm going to do more research just because I like some of the Image line, but I don't like all of the Image line. And if I'm going to really pick up a skincare line, I need it to be something that I like a bulk majority of the products. But I feel like I can also just pick up the stuff I do like from Image. It's my business. I'll do what I want. I think I'm going to pick up the stuff from Image and then also find another skincare brand that I really, really like. Maybe like Face Reality or another little acne brand like that. Sorry, my words. But I did do Skin Script for one of my main ones. The reason that I did that is I do like a little bit more of a natural-based skincare, and I like that their enzymes are fruity enzymes, and some of them are made with acids, and other of them are just made from the fruit. And then they also had a good few chemical peels as well, and I just did their cranberry turnover peel of like 3 weeks ago. I think I'm going to do another one this week. And oh my god, my skin looked amazing. It was so smooth immediately after. And I've done a facial on my friend Kaylin, and then I did a facial on my brother the other day and my friend Kaylee. So we've been testing out products through and through, and we're gonna get more into like my products and like why I chose Skin Script and things like that in a few podcasts from now. But that's what I picked. That's what I've been doing. I also been collecting things for my business. So I've gotten like a towel warmer, sanitation stuff. Obviously, if I'm going to be doing things at home and practicing on my people, I'm going to sanitize like I am in a spa. But I've also been getting a few decorations. I did get a little bed, which is super cute. I'll post a little photo here somewhere. And then also, I decided during this time that I didn't want to buy a suite because I need to really think about my legacy, which is the whole reason, why I wanted to become an esthetician. Yes, money. Yes, I love skincare. Yes, but really it was my legacy, and I felt like esthetician, beauty industry, things like that, like for my legacy, it's going to be really just like good for my kids to be kind of in and out of a nice creative space like that, if that makes sense. And so that was the whole reason I chose to be an esthetician. And so I was like thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so for a suite it's like $1,000+ a month, and it's really tiny. And I was like, well, we're moving in January into an actual house. What if we redo the basement and we make it into my at-home suite, because you can do that in the state of Minnesota? And so my boyfriend said yes, and that's what we're doing. And so instead of doing $1,000 a month to a corporation suite, because we know how I feel about corporations, I will be doing like $1,000 a month to my boyfriend to pay for the house. So we'll both be able to pay for the house, which is super exciting, because I was getting nervous that I wasn't going to be able to help him at all with the house because I was going to be working on my business. But this way it was able to balance out both. And really, getting your first house is the start of your legacy, because it's able to show you like who you are as a person, and it make you explore with your partner and things like that. Like first houses, like I know it's just going to be a dream. Like I know it is. Like even if it's like a shit house, like it's going to be my house. This my house and I live here. I don't even know if that's a song. I don't really care. Also, I took a TikTok detox. I think I took one for a month, and then I took one for 2 weeks. So the one I took for a month is just was like on my own will. I needed a break. I couldn't do it because I literally just felt so like scrolly all the time. Like you literally know when your brain's just full of like brain rot from scrolling like all the time. That's how it felt because I am unemployed, so I had the time to scroll. So I was doing it, but at this time I was like trying to balance like wellness. But literally I realized during one of my meditations, like my brain was just like full of TikTok audios, and I was like, I literally cannot do this. So I deleted TikTok for a month, got it back because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do content creation. Did not do content creation because I got depressed again, which the only reason I got depressed is because I'm in a season of change. And then I was like, okay, whatever. I made one TikTok about me and my man moving in January because we made this decision. And then I got a bunch of hate because the video went viral. On my spam account, the video went viral because I said that dead ass, me and my man are looking for a house in January and I don't have a job right now. And 24.2k people saw it and like literally hated on me. Like they were like, that's your man's house, like you're uneducated, blah blah blah. Like yeah, it was like my feelings were hurt, so I deleted TikTok for like 2 weeks, and I was so anxious up until like the last day to like re-download it, but I did, and we're back. Hey girl. But also like another thing is just like, who gives a fuck what the haters say, legitimately, because even hate, you commenting on my video is you commenting on my video, period. You're boosting, it's going to the algorithm. Thank you, I'll take it, gracias. Okay, like that's literally how I felt. I was like, okay, thank you. After it was all said and done, after my feelings were hurt, I felt better. Also, I've been trying to lower my screen time. This is so frontal lobe development of me. I don't feel like my screen time should be freaking almost 8 hours. That's kind of high, wouldn't you say? That's like a whole shift. So I've been trying to get it lower. I think the lowest that I've gotten it to is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. But really, that was kind of good. And I think that was because I was making a cake and I just watched Love Island UK, which I really do love the Love Island UK. We'll get back to that because they're like a lot more friendly. They're a lot more proper. There's not like too much drama, which I like. Like there's a little bit of drama. Like they'll get like a little mad at each other, but like usually the people from like England or the UK or whatever, they're not causing drama like Americans do. And sometimes I cannot just watch and take in all of that drama. Like I'm literally just like, oh, why are you screaming about that? Like it literally makes me mad and embarrassed. But watching the Love Island UK one is a lot better, and I like their accents, period. Also, I'm trying to start healing from past trauma, which is also another reason why I've probably been in like a 2-month depression, off and on, manic depressed, because my trauma is so like fluctuation and all over the place. I realized that I actually need to work on it and not just continue to work, make money, ignore, because I'll probably make more money and be more happy with the money that I am making if I work through the things that are keeping me from happiness. Being 21 is literally, for me, just like a road of discovery. And honestly, the more that I discover about myself after having been trauma blocked for so long, I'm just like, I'm cool, yay, but girl, who hurt you? Like, oh, are you okay? Like, that's like the energy that it's giving me. Like, it's like a kid just fell off the monkey bars and fucking face planted into the freaking wood chips, and the teacher's like, oh, honey, are you okay? No. Like, that's how I feel right now. But I'm back and I feel frequency wise higher and better. So yeah, I'm gonna hit my dab pen again. Cheers. This one is called Jet Fuel, which is, I think, one of the OG strands. No, it's not. It's a hybrid, so it's a mix. I don't remember what the mix is, though. So fake of me. But what we're going to talk about next podcast is my esthetician era, and basically just like, how am I staying in practice now that I'm unemployed? What am I dreaming of long term past the at-home spa? The behind the scenes hustle that people usually don't see as a spa owner. I mean, like, I don't own a spa. I mean, I do. I'm manifesting. I actually do own a spa in my head. And then how am I staying grounded as well as motivated throughout this journey of being an esthetician and being unemployed and not having a source of income? So just how do I stay grounded in that journey and in that vibe? So we'll talk about that next episode. So I just wanted to let you know what we're talking about. So you're not like, is she going to be back? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. But I wanted to let you know. Let me get close. I wanted to let you know that my break made us only stronger, and that I am so happy to be back sitting here with you, and that I will never miss another week ever again. And if I do, I will be pulling up in my pajama pants in a messy bun, and I will already have content planned that is in a high vibrational frequency, because I will be doing better at planning, because you deserve nothing but the best. You deserve the best and nothing but it. Because you are that bitch, and you are nothing but that bitch. And if you don't feel like you are, look in the mirror and tell yourself you are, because literally the more that you lie to yourself, the more delusional you are, the more things that happen, the more manifestations that come true, the hotter you look, the more glow your skin you get. Look at yourself. If you hate something about yourself, don't, because there's no reason. But if you do, look in the mirror and literally love bomb the shit out of yourself. Be like, oh, your pooch is so skinny. What pooch, girl? You're literally like gonna fly away in the wind. Like, I'm as thin as a jellyfish floating in the water. Like, literally tell yourself that. And girl, watch that waist be snatched. Actually, I need to take this on my own advice. Because the way that I've been depressed for 2 months, and I'm out here being like, but honestly, that's the vibes I'm trying to give. I'm not trying to give you anything else but the best. Because we got a lot of shitty men out here, and you don't need your homegirl bestie to be a shitty one as well. Okay, I might be a little flaky, Aquarius sun, Gemini rising, but I believe you deserve the best and nothing but the best, and that's on period. But my question that you can answer, if you like, I don't know what to comment, but I want to comment, is answer this question is, what is your vibe for fall? Like, I know that a lot of people have like certain things that they like for fall, like pumpkins, witch hats, broomsticks. What else is fall? I was gonna say gingerbread man, but that's Christmas. Whatever. Everybody has their thing. I think mine's pumpkins. I love the little pumpkins. You can get scary little pumpkins, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, felt pumpkins, actual pumpkins, pumpkin seeds. Like, I love the pumpkin vibe. But honestly, I've been trying to be more witchy, more spiritual recently, because I believe that's my calling. And so I've been like thinking, I'm like, I also need more candles in here. I should probably get like a little witch hat. Like, I feel like that would be cute. Like, maybe finding one on like eBay or something. Because I saw this one girl who does eBay auctions, and she'll just do like a low, like $15 for something. And sometimes she just gets it. And I'm like, wait, that's low-key about to be me for real with pumpkins, because I'm obsessed with pumpkins. Like, I think that's going to be my Halloween mom core millennial thing is pumpkins. But yeah. Okay, another plug for me, because I get to plug myself twice because I've been gone for 2 months. If I was gone for 3, I would have to do it 3 times. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, all at Y'all Don't Care But I Care, to stay in tuned and updated with what I'm doing. I will be posting every Friday instead of Wednesday. That works better for me. I hope that works better for you, because then you can get ready before you're going to the club or your man's house or wherever you're going, or if you're cleaning that house before the weekend. If you're throwing a party, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of all that I have for today. That's kind of where I've been, and now I'm back, and I missed you and you missed me, and we're a big happy family, and I'm happy that I'm here. So thank you for tuning in. Bye.